Happy tidings. I know everything is awesome. Yule just happened, which is a totally cool thing. Like, I woke up first thing in the morning and I felt super awesomely happy because it was Yule, and when you wake up in the morning on holidays, it's always like, holiday! Just happiness, automatic happiness. Yeah. And I was looking at my window thinking, there's something missing. And I've been coloring windows for days in the other areas of the house for my mom, and I just like, wait, I've been coloring all these other windows and I haven't colored mine. What? So I got out of bed and I put a beautiful Yule picture on my window, and I sprayed it with a can of snow because this is Arizona and we have like no snow at all. Because like, yeah, it's really beautiful. Because like that up there says Happy Yule. There's a bunch of little stars around it. I put a little heart because love is awesome. And there are trees, it's evergreens, and I put sunshine right next to those area behind me. Yeah, there, now you can see it. I put a beautiful sunshine because the sun is gaining power and all that, and on the other side, behind my curtain, I put a fire because fires are like, yeah. And behind my beautiful butterfly wind chimes, I drew a picture of bells hanging from the top, but yeah, that's basically the whole thing. So that's my beautiful window. My dancing sunflower. I realized, like, my dancing sunflower, it's solar powered, so it only dances during the daytime. It's not daytime right now. But I realized with the snow in the way, it barely dances because it's not, the solar thing inside of it isn't receiving the energy that it needs from the sun, which, just like, oh well, it's Yule, things die. It's winter, moreover. It's more of a birthday on Yule, but they have, strengthening sun. Death of it, I don't know. Winter is always deathy to me. I don't know, it feels like it's deathy. Fall is a deathy time too. Spring and summer are like livey times. I don't know. Yeah, but that's all fun and stuff, and that was how I spent the majority of my morning. And then I realized I do not have a playlist for Yule. I make a new playlist every year, I swear. This time I have iTunes, and I'm really hoping that this time my iTunes playlist is still there next year, because I'd really like to not have to make it on the same day. And I was sitting there making my beautiful Yule playlist, which is full of really nice, peaceful songs. I'm just enjoying how peaceful the music is. Just, my boyfriend decides to text me while I'm doing this, being all like, I'm here. I'm like, what? Just showed at my house like an hour early because I expected him to come, but he came early, which, out of surprise, which was a good thing. I was happy about it, but I was also kind of like, I'm not dressed yet. You showed up early, expected me to be ready to let you in. I was a couple minutes away from finishing my playlist, so I told him that while I was on the phone with him because I called him, and I finished it for a couple minutes, and then I got dressed and let him in, and it was lovely, and I was happy that he showed up, because he planned on coming to my Yule ritual, which is absolutely beautiful and amazing. I'm just glad that he came, because it was just so happy, and I love that he came, because I just love being in that happy state of, I have somebody here to do a ritual with me. I just like, I don't have to do it alone anymore, because he agreed to come and do all of my rituals with me, and I think celebratory times should not be alone. I mean, you celebrate with people, and I'm just like, yay, finally, happiness that I get to, like, I'm gonna sit on the floor, be comfy, yeah. But he just came, and it was so beautiful. And then I ate breakfast outside with him in the back porch, and I'm just like, yeah, breakfast. I liked breakfast. And he was being all kind and stuff, and then I moved my laptop out the table because my mom says he's not allowed in my room, so I needed my laptop. My laptop's beautiful. It's right over there. I'm watching a video, or about to. Joey Morris, according to the name. Yeah. I'm about to watch her video after this. But, you know, my laptop is beautiful, and I'm just like, woo! And I took that out to the table, and we sat there while I emptied my phone and plugged my phone in and added my playlist to my phone and made it so that the only music on my phone is Yule music, because that's basically all we were going to be listening to today, and I needed my phone for it because we weren't going to be using my laptop for music. And then I read through all of my Yule rituals inside my book of shadows, and I'm just like, no. So for another, I've rewritten a Yule ritual every single year because I'm just like, no to the previous years because it's not good enough. Just not feeling it. So I wrote a beautiful one, and I feel like it is just as worthy as the Samhain ritual I wrote the first year that I had, because I realize that every single ritual I've written, like, I had to rewrite my ritual so many times for almost all of them. Samhain, I got perfect on the first try. That was the only ritual that was perfect on the first try. That was like, I could do it multiple years in a row, and I did, and it was wonderful. Every other one I've rewritten a bunch of times. I have all of the moon rituals perfect now for all 13 moons, and that's beautiful, and that just leaves the rest of the Sabbats to continue rewriting. And I actually don't have rituals in my binder for like the other, some of them, like Imbolc doesn't have a ritual in my book of shadows at all, which is kind of weird. But Yule had a bunch of rituals because I really liked them. It's just one of them wasn't fitting because it doesn't snow here, and I was in snow my first year. And the second one made most sense because it probably would have worked just fine. But the issue is, when I wrote it down, I only was describing why we were doing whatever it was, and I never actually said what we were doing. Which makes it kind of, and this is my year number 3 of being a part of this religion or whatever. Yeah, kind of. So Yule number 3, I'm writing my 3rd ritual, and it was beautiful, and I actually wrote it down properly, and I understand why I'm doing things. So I feel like, while I might go into depth later as to why, I'm going to keep that there. Either way, I'm keeping all 3 there just for the sake of it, just in case I need them. Because, you know, I might decide I want to do a different one. It's always nice to have a large, broad range of opportunity. I like opportunity. It's such a beautiful thing. He sat there looking through pictures on my laptop while I was rewriting my ritual. And I was only 30 minutes later than I thought I would be to when we would start. It was 12:20 when we started getting ready to go outside, which is a relatively decent time. I mean, I wanted to do it early afternoon, my ritual. It's just, I expected him to show up around 11 o'clock or leave his house at 11, but he showed up at 10. Just like, what? Yeah, so we did that, and we went outside and we did this ritual, and it was so beautiful. Like, I just felt so happy because he totally, it just was such a happy family. It felt all homey and stuff the entire time, like all connection-y and all that. And it smelled so good, and like, we were doing it in the front yard because my parents hired some kid to like weed the backyard that day, but we were like in the front yard doing the ritual, and like we wrote on paper welcoming the sun, like, and read it to each other because it's like, and then we rang a bell, and welcoming. And it was more of a letting us all know we're together, we're family. We played music together. It's such a celebratory time, really. I like celebrating. Yeah. Celebrations are fun. And then, like, we laid under the tree, connecting with the earth and all of everything around us, and I'm just like... And then my dad yells out of nowhere, like, "You guys should come to the backyard!" And Jared's looking up above the house from the front yard, and the fire was taller than the house. And I'm just like, whoa. So we cleaned up really fast and we went back there, but it was much smaller by the time we got back there. Dad had started a fire. Perfect day for a fire. Just perfect day for a fire. I'm all over having a fire on Yule. That's just perfect. So it was a weed fire. So yeah, it burned off all of the weeds. We watched it, took pictures, and then we wanted to burn more stuff. So we piled up 5 pallets after burning my bed. We each got a bottle of lighter fluid and sprayed. It was so cool, like, flames. I love flames. Yeah. So it got really big again. Really ginormous fire, and I'm just like, big fire, big fire! Ah, it's so cool! I was so excited. Yeah, that was me freaking out, being like, whoa! Whoa, it's a fire! I'm so happy that we set off the fire in our house, and I'm talking in a weird high voice right now, because I'm awesome. I'm awesome! AwwesomeVal for the win, Valentine, coolio, yeah. I know, I'm just like inflating my own ego. Either way, after all of these big fires and stuff, we went inside, got some eggs. Jared was all like, stop. Jared and I were talking, and Jared's just like, you need to stop asking questions and enjoy yourself. That's a very difficult thing to do sometimes, because when I'm such a curious person. I just want to know everything. And I'm just like, so, it's like, how do I turn off my brain? Like, not really that possible. But, there's wisdom in this, in the statement. Just like, just enjoy it. And stop trying to understand it. Which, not trying to understand things is like hell. I love understanding things. I like knowing things. I love being smarticles. I know smarticles isn't a word, but it's a fun word. And I like funsies. And funsies isn't a word either. But I like fun things, and that is how things go. So, Jarrett left because he's going to Minnesota and all of that, hang out with his friends that he hasn't seen in ages and stuff, because he's going for a week, and that's cool. And I'm just hoping he has a lot of fun, because yay! And he met up with his cousin. I'm just like, yay, Jarrett, having friends and stuff and family. And I'm just like, that's perfect timing. Perfect. And while he was there, or in the plane, moreover, we had a normal fire with normal wood in the same fire pit, and just had that going, and these old family friends came to visit us all the way from Queen Creek, and I'm just like, yay! And my friend came over. Like, she considers us her second family, so she's like non-blood sister that isn't, yeah, basically. So she's a super cool friend, my friendly person, and she came over, and Chance is my brother. He has a new girlfriend, so she came over too, and we all sat around this giant big fire. Interesting thing, we were eating pizza around our table while they were getting that fire going, and we're just sitting there talking about cannibalism. It was such a beautiful conversation. I'm just like, family homie time, and we were talking about cannibalism. That shows so much, because we were talking about how, like, who would we eat if we were trapped in a lost forest? Like, who would go first? It was very beautiful. And my friend was all like talking about how she would not eat females because boobs would be absolutely disgusting to eat, and she would not want anyone like larger than her because she wouldn't be able to kill the person. And like just like, yeah, this is my friends and these are my family and this is how things go. Cannibalism at the dinner table for dinner, basically. We were eating pizza. I wonder what that would be like. I wonder what human tastes like. Either way, after that whole deal was done, we went outside and had some s'mores, because s'mores. And I was sitting there playing ukulele for a while, and then my mom wanted to play Christmas carols on the guitar, and I'm just like, okay, I'll go get your guitar and I'll play didgeridoo. So I felt happy because I sat near a fire playing didgeridoo, and I was barefoot the whole time because I didn't want to like put on shoes and stuff, and the fire was really warm and I like sticking my feet near it. It's like, heat, 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 fire, fire, yes, fire, I love you. Or at least that's how it was going in my head, even though it wasn't really like that. It was like, yeah, I wasn't actually doing a lot of that out loud. Because I was just like, yeah. And I took like a bajillion pictures of fire, so I'm probably gonna like play a variation of a song I wrote a while back while I slideshow through all of my pictures of fire. And I am telling you, those pictures of fire are like wicked. It was so cool. And eventually we were taking pictures of embers at the end, and like we watched the whole fire die. People left long before it got to there. And it was so cool because eventually they started showing off nerdcore in the middle, which basically put it Mr. Raven. I think that's either by MC Chris or MC Lars. I'm not sure. I love that song so much because it's like rap version of Edgar Allan Poe's, I don't even know what it's called. The one with the raven. Either way, it was so beautiful. Just, yeah. I had to come inside to listen to that song. Either way, after all the people were gone, well, except for my friend, she decided to stay longer because she's cool like that. I went and took a shower, and I'm just like, yeah. And then I come back out and hug my people, and then she leaves. And then it was just the four of us, our lovely little family, and I went to bed, and I'm just like, sleep. Granted, I also posted my pictures of fire on Facebook, because I'm just like... So I'll probably link that in the description below. And this is actually a really long video for reasonableness. This is Yule I'm talking about, so yeah. That was my day. It was a lot of fun, and you'll probably enjoy looking at the pictures of fire, and the song will probably be very delightful, and if it winds up not being a variation of the song I wrote a long time ago, I might improvise. It depends on how well I can record myself playing that song. But yeah, that'll be interesting, I'm sure. I might post that song separately. It really depends on how well I can make things go together. I'm not very good at editing things. That's basically the main issue as to why I don't edit anything. I'm not very... I have to understand things more. I'm probably going to research it, because research, yeah. Anyway, happy tidings, and I'm just like, yeah, and I'm super happy because Yule was super cool, and that was like 2 days ago. No, today was Monday, so that was yesterday. No, today's Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. It was 2 days ago, and that is how things go. So blessed be, and thank you for watching.